Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for episode 64, and continuing right where we left off in the previous episode. The gate has just finished. Now let's see what happens if I put this like this, and then put a random pipe here. And let's go through the... So we have this contains less than 5%. I might actually need 2 gates. So you have these conditions. So you can close this pipe, and by doing that, no water will be allowed to enter or leave the pipe. So if I, for example, put this tank here, then we're going to put the pipe like this. Then we're going to say when the redstone signal is off, which is currently true, I'm going to close the pipe. Then I'm going to connect it to this water line here. And you'll see that no water is entering this pipe with the gate on it because it's closed. Now if I do this, input only, water is going to go into the pipe, but it's not going to be allowed to leave it, because the output is closed. I can also do open, and now water is flowing through like normal. However, I'm going to need something to... When you close the pipe, so say I have this condition here, and then this condition here, I'm actually going to want to have it like this. So when there's less than 50%, I want the pipe to be open to allow water to flow in. However, the gate, when this condition becomes false and turns off, it's not going to close the pipe. To do that, I would have to have a contains more than 50%. So we can see this filling up, and it's almost at 8. Now the gate turned off, but the tank is still filling because the pipe is still open. So this is now off, but the pipe is still open. So to close the pipe, I would need another gate, which has the opposite of this. Which would close the pipe. Now, unfortunately, there isn't any conditions that say tank contains more than X%. There is a way to do that, however. Now, these basic gates can only have a single condition, an action, and can only interact with red pipe wire. I'm going to need an iron AND gate, which is going to require an iron chipset, which I can actually make. And I'm going to need some blue pipe wire, which is made with blue dye, iron, and redstone. So I'm just going to need a piece of lapis, put it in here, and that is going to make some blue pipe wire. Now I really hope I have enough power left to do all this. It's going to be one operation for the chipset, then a very small operation for the... I have no idea what these are doing. For the wire, which doesn't cost that much energy. And then finally there's going to be a large operation for the... Oh, that's already done. That was quick. Yeah, that doesn't cost that much energy. And then a final operation for the gate itself. And I do hope I have enough power left to do all that, as I said. But the iron gate, I believe it can have two conditions. And as I said, it can interact with red and blue pipe wire. But what I can do is I can use a combination of this basic gate and an iron gate to create an inverter. So to invert a... Let's break this and this. Picking up items is still being really, really weird. So, to invert a condition, you need a piece of pipe wire. Now, if you have a more advanced gate, like say a gold gate or better, that can have more condition and action pairs, you can do this within a single gate. However, because I don't have access to that, I have to use multiple gates. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this basic gate output a red pipe signal when the contains trigger is true. And then I have in the iron gate I can have two conditions, one that checks if the red pipe signal is on, and one that checks when it's off. And I could have those turn on and off or open and close the pipe as needed to control the water flow. So I only need to wait for the iron gate to be completed, and it seems we are running low on steam, quite literally. Now I do have electrical power. So what I could do is I could connect my electrical engine from take the electrical engine from downstairs and connect it up to the kinesis pipes, then connect some power up to it and have it run off of this CSU and power the laser enough for the gate to be completed. Let's check on the steam engines and see. Yeah, they're pretty much completely out. I probably shouldn't have been so hasty in destroying the boiler. I don't think there's a point in reassembling it again, because it would take quite a while for it to heat back up. So it seems we're going to have to go with the electrical engine option. This doesn't have that much power stored anymore anyway. So I'm going to nab this engine. I think we can turn this off now. And I'm going to take one of these wooden pipes from here, because they're going to be moved as well anyway. Let's put the tanks away. So I can pick you up. Then I can put the electrical engine here. And let's take this gate. Going to take this, do that, and then I'm going to take copper cable and pull it along here until it connects to there. That should get this going, which is going to power the laser ever so slightly. The electrical engine doesn't produce a whole lot of power, but it's better than no power. So I'm going to be back when the iron gate is done. This is causing a huge frame rate drop. Turning on and off apparently. So this will do. So yeah, I will be right back when the iron gate is done. So I will see you then. And we are back, and my iron gate is done. So now if I put this iron gate here and go inside, we'll see that we have a red pipe signal off and a red pipe signal on condition. So I want both of these. I'm going to set that to off. So what I'm going to want is that when the tank is above 50%, I want the pipe to be closed. So when the red pipe signal is on, I want the pipe to be open, and when the red pipe signal is off, I want the pipe to be closed. So if I connect this now, we should see water flowing into the tank at a decent rate. This stone pipe can feed that quickly, but it's fine. Soon it will reach 8,000 millibuckets again, which is the halfway point. And when that happens, the tank will no longer contain less than 50% fluid, so this will be false. So the red pipe signal will turn off, and when it does, this is going to become false and this is going to become true. So this is going to turn off, and this is going to trigger the close action. So there it goes. And you can see it went a little bit over. That was presumably the fluid that was in the output side of the pipe. that got to leave. But there's still plenty of room for the return water from the turbine in this little tank. I'm going to have a bigger tank, of course, but this is the method I'm going to use to do this. Now I can't use a blue pipe wire because the basic gate can only interact with the red ones. Which is a thing that is worth noticing. I'm not going to need these anymore. I still don't understand why these are stacking so weirdly, but whatever, I guess. The engine should be empty, so we can grab this and put it back downstairs by the smeltery output. It's not going to be able to do anything though because it doesn't have power, so I'm going to have to put a battery in it later. But for now, I need to get rid of some junk. I can empty this water bottle and put it in the stack with the others, give me some space. I can get rid of the stacks of dynamite. Don't need those right now. I have no idea why I've been lugging those around. Put these lights away. The remote I can put downstairs. I can put the tape measure away, definitely. The arrows I can also put away. And really these two I should put back into the refinery area. So I'm going to put them here. So now I have plenty of space. I did actually run low on power before, so this backup generator has kicked in a couple of times. But now the power drain should be minimized again when the electrical engine is off. Should perhaps pull a power cable to it down here. I do have power coming in right here. There's actually a cable that comes up to here, comes down in this pillar here. I'm probably going to rearrange this to be fed from the bottom. And I'm going to have to move all of these machines around though, because I need this hopper on the side here. So I'm going to have to put one of these machines on top. But I'm going to do that at some other point. Right. I'm going to disassemble the turbine next. Which is simple enough. Did I get the blade? No. One of these blocks is the control block, which would actually be containing the rotor, and once I broke that I would get it, but items have a tendency to not always behave as you'd expect them and disappear, so I'd rather pick it up myself beforehand. So we should have 12 of these turbine casing blocks once we're done. Yep. Then we can remove. Well, actually, you should be running out of power now. So you're going to go out in a little bit, which is actually not good. I don't know why I did that. Actually meant to be breaking you. Oh. That's weird. Huh. Should be light there. But oh well. So now I'm going to want to put the boiler around here somewhere. So there it is. I'm thinking probably here will do, because that way we can expand this way should we need to, if I decide I want a bigger boiler in the future. It should be quite excellent. So now this is going to assemble the boiler. Then we're going to have the turbine casing somewhere around here, and we're going to elevate the turbine casing. Actually, right, I need a fluid hopper from upstairs. I can actually take the elevator. The slightly jumpy elevator. And we're going to have a fluid hopper. Then we can go back downstairs. So the water tank, actually maybe it's better to put the boiler over in that corner, because it will be slightly closer to the water pipes that way, because I already have water down here because of the ore washing plant. So I'm obviously... Oh. Apparently that wasn't supported well enough. Oh well. So I'm obviously going to use that water line for the boiler as well. And hopefully they will be able to share it without issue. Right, so I could put it right in the corner there, but I'm actually going to put it here, so that way I have room to expand before I need to start hacking at the balls. So there. Then we're going to have to fix that. I'm going to need the Railcraft tanks as well. So those. Not going to use this many, but might as well take all of them. So if I have the turbine sitting here, I'm going to put the turbine like this, Should be alright. Then we're going to have the red fluid pipes and the lime fluid pipes. And the lime ones, actually I have fewer of those, so those should probably be the shorter, dang it, the shorter path. So we're going to have the red ones come like this, and then the lime one, lime pipe is going to go like this. And there we have our steam line. Then we can use red pipes for the water line as well. So we're going to have a fluid hopper like that. And we're going to have Railcraft tanks go like this. And one more up there like that. That should do. 4 of them should be fine. So now I'm going to need some more pipes. So I'm going to have a pipe there like that. Now I'm not sure how well this is going to be supported, but I'm going to have a basic gate and an iron gate. Then I'm going to need that pipe wire, which I put away because I was low on space. We are approaching the end of the episode, but I would like to get this set up before we end. So then we put the pipe wire on the pipe like that, and then we have the contains less than 50%, and 50% is a lot more now though. We're going to have red pipe signal, and then we're going to have the on and off, and this is going to be open and this is going to be closed. Then I can put pipes like this, and there's one short, darn it. Those are wooden, that's not what I want. I want cobblestone pipes. So we put one there. This should increase the support for this as well, because it's supported by these blocks here. So now the tank should fill up to 50%. And then we're going to have the return line from the turbine like this. And then I'm going to need a logistics frame on the boiler, which is going to be filling with water. And hopefully I have a drone within range of this frame that can come and supply it. This looks like I do, which is quite excellent. I thank their large working area for that. Now I might want to upgrade these. Well, actually I shouldn't need to. Hopefully. It all depends on whether the ore washing plants will be able to run at the same time as the boiler when they're sharing a pipe. But technically they have before, although the buffer has been greater between them, a little at least. I guess I'll have to wait and see. I'm also going to want to kind of regret putting all of these things in the way now. But I'm going to want a power line connecting. I thought I heard a pipe pop. Connecting the turbine with the rest of the base, the rest of the electrical system. Although I'm going to want a I'm going to want to move the CESU down here, presumably. Maybe I can have a power bank here. So if I have the power cable like this, I can put the CESU and potential future storages in the floor, and that should be nice and dandy. The boiler's filling up. Once it's full, the tank is going to fill up, and hopefully it's going to stop nicely at 50%. I could move the CESU. I'm also going to move these systems eventually. However, currently this is running the lighting. So if I remove this, all of the lights are going to go out around the base. Unless I connect it up to this while it is running. Or maybe I should make a new one. I do have an RE battery already. I'll probably make a new one. Then I can allow this to run out and connect up the new one. Alright, that's probably what I'm going to do. But we have now reached the end of this episode. So I'm going to say goodbye here. I will see you in the next one.